The missing hour. It was exactly 7 a.m. when Nneka woke up. Not to the hum of Lagos traffic, not to her alarm, but to a strange silence that felt wrong. Her apartment in Ikoyi was quiet, too quiet, the kind of quiet that made the heart race. She blinked at the digital clock, 7 a.m. sharp. But she remembered going to bed at 6 a.m., just an hour earlier. Her body felt heavy. Her wrist throbbed. When she lifted her hand, she saw a small, crescent-shaped cut across her skin. Clean, deep, and definitely new. She threw off the sheets, panic crawling up her spine. Everything in the apartment was locked. The doors, the windows, even the balcony latch. Yet she couldn't shake the feeling that something or someone had been there. Then she noticed her right hand was clenched tightly. She forced it open, trembling, and there, resting in her palm, was something cold, metallic, and heavy. A gold cufflink, and it wasn't hers. She stared at the cufflink under the pale light. Old money Lagos, the kind of thing powerful men wore to business meetings, not to bed. Her phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. The debt is collected. You owe us nothing now. Delete this number. Her heart stopped. The debt. That cursed word that haunted her family. Her father had died 5 years ago under the weight of a mysterious corporate debt, the kind that ruins good men. He'd been an engineer, honest but stubborn, caught in something far bigger than he could handle. Now someone was saying it was paid, but by who? And what did that have to do with her missing hour? She copied the number into a business directory app. After a pause, the name appeared. Uzodinno Okoro. Her stomach turned. She knew that name. It belonged to someone close. Too close. She called her best friend, Chidi, the one who always had answers. Chidi, please, tell me what happened last night. Chidi sounded confused. Last night? We had dinner in Victoria Island, remember? I dropped you off at 6 in the evening. 6? Nneka whispered. No, I slept at 6 in the morning. A long pause. Then Chidi sighed. Nneka, you've been asleep for 13 hours, not 1. You're just overworked from that Ikoyi tender. 13 hours. Her mind span. If that was true, then what happened during those missing hours between evening and dawn? Then Chidi said something strange. But you did say something before I left. You kept mumbling about retrieving your father's insurance. Nneka froze. Her father's insurance. That secret he once said would protect them. The one no one ever found. As she drove to her late father's study, the room still smelled of old paper, ink, and pipe smoke. Every blueprint, every document was where he'd left it. She ran her fingers over his favorite leather chair, whispering, Papa, what did you hide from them? The cufflink in her pocket felt warm, almost pulsating. She searched the seams of the armchair, desperate. Then she felt it. Something hard, taped beneath the armrest. She tore it free. It was a small brass key, worn and cold. A vault key. She went to the nearest police station, hoping for help. The officer behind the desk barely looked up. "Madam, your door was locked. Nothing stolen. No case." Frustrated, she lowered her voice. "This isn't just about my door. My father died over a corporate debt, and now someone named Uzodino Okoro says the debt is paid." The officer stopped scrolling his phone. His eyes sharpened. "Uzodino Okoro?" he repeated. Then slowly, "Madam, that man isn't a debt collector. He's the former head of security for Uzo Group, one of the most powerful companies in Lagos." Her chest tightened. She realized Uzo Group had been her biggest rival for the Ikoyi tender bid, the same one she had just won. She went to the bank, clutching the brass key. It slid perfectly into a small, forgotten deposit box. The inside was almost empty, except for a single, white business card, embossed in gold letters. Mr. Tude Uzo, Chief Executive Officer, Uzo Group. She stormed into Uzo's office the next day, eyes blazing. She dropped the cufflink and the business card on his desk. "You knew about my father's debt. Your man texted me. What did you do to me?" Uzo studied her quietly. His calmness was unnerving. "Your father," he began, "was a good man, but the debt wasn't money, Nneka. It was silence. He had evidence that could destroy my company. That was his insurance." Her breath caught. "So you made me pay for his silence?" He smiled faintly. "No, you came to me last night. You made the deal yourself. You said you had 1 hour to deliver the evidence." Her heart pounded. "What evidence?" she whispered. "The final piece of your father's file. You paid the debt with it. That's the hour you can't remember." Nneka needed proof. She went to the company's decommissioned server room. Her fingers trembled as she replayed the CCTV footage from the night before. The screen flickered. There she was, walking through the empty lobby, clutching a brown envelope. She looked blank, mechanical, like a woman under a spell. She reached the delivery bay and waited. Then another figure entered the frame. Not Uzodima Okoro. Chidi, her best friend, the woman she trusted more than anyone. Nneka watched as Chidi stepped into the light, took the envelope from her hands and disappeared into the night. It all made sense now. The drink, the missing time, the convenient confusion. Chidi had used her. And when the footage ended, Nneka's phone buzzed again. A message, this time from Chidi. "I did it to protect you, Nneka. They wanted more than the debt. They wanted to ruin you. Now they can't. You are safe." Tears filled Nneka's eyes. Safe. That's what betrayal feels like when it wears the voice of a friend and calls itself protection. She looked at the cufflink one last time. The cut on her wrist burned again, a reminder of what was taken. Her father's truth, her trust, her hour. Outside, rain poured over Lagos. She stood in the doorway, watching it fall, and whispered to no one. Some debts are never paid. They're only transferred.